It's a perfect time to bring in the New South Wales Chief Executive Officer of Racing, and or the Racing New South Wales Chief Executive Officer, I can say correctly, Peter V'landys. How are you, Pete?
Very, very good. There's 3 days of the year now, Christmas Day, Birthday and Everest Day. So, no, it couldn't be better.
Look at this. The sunshine, the track is looking absolutely spectacular. We saw vision this morning, the turnstiles. You've had people lining up there since it was pitch black this morning. This is sensational.
We must have picked the wrong day because normally it rains. Yeah. So it's the nicest day we've had of the 3 Everests, and I just hope, we get a record crowd here and the atmosphere is electrifying as it has the last 2 years.
I'm sure we'll get that. And it has caught the imagination of not only the Australian sporting public, but internationally. This race, and you don't have to talk up the starters because they're all so good.
It's unbelievable. Any one of the 12 horses could win today, and it won't be a surprise. To see In Her Time at 20-1, Classic Legend at 20-1, it's amazing. It just shows you the depth of sprinters in Australia, and that's what we're good at in Australia, is the sprinting distance, and the Everest is the best of what we're the best at.
And I was saying earlier this week too, we've got such amazing people involved. And you're seeing here at the moment, we've got the connections of Red Zell and Pia Rada. They're all mingling well together, and they have been all week, and they've really embraced this event, this experience.
What I like about this event is it puts the slot owners with the battlers. I mean, look at the Red Zell crew. They're taxi drivers, brickies labourers. There's a solicitor amongst them, we won't count him.
He can help the others out.
But it just shows you they've done a deal with a Chinese billionaire. I mean, that's the beauty of the Everest. It's not a rich man's race as some people portray it. It's actually the battler's race because they have the opportunity to run for this big money when they're selected by a slot owner.
And when we talk about the ability of the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker to be involved in a horse, it's not some pipe dream. It is true. It is no longer a sport for royals and billionaires. This is a sport for the people. And the prize money, if you get a good one, is just out of this world.
Look, it's life-changing. If you win the Everest, look, for the Red Zell crew, it's been life-changing. And look at them. They're decked out, they're excited. And that's what I love about racing, seeing people like this and the joy that it brings them.
And even Greg Hickman, the man from Gunnedah, he said, I would have been happy to win a Gunnedah maiden once upon a time. And here I am looking at my colours up on the Harbour Bridge. You've got the Kosciuszko. You've got some amazing opportunities for people that could only dream of an experience in a day like this.
Look, I'm really a big fan of the Kosciuszko. In fact, the Kosciuszko was holding pre-sales or pre-betting more than any of the races, including the 3 Melbourne races. So the country, New South Wales people have certainly engaged and embraced the Kosciuszko, and it also gives them the opportunity to come up to see their grand final at Randwick.
And look, it wasn't quite as controversial as last year with the Opera House, but it was just as spectacular. What a top night the other night. The weather gods were smiling again for the barrier draw on the iconic Harbour Bridge.
The only problem we've got is what do we do next year?
Yeah, what are you going to do next year?
The pyramids. We're off to Egypt.
Well, that's not a bad idea. There's 12 pyramids. That's not a bad idea at all.
But it was a great night, wasn't it?
No, it was a fantastic night, and it just highlights what a beautiful city Sydney is and what an iconic landmark the Sydney Harbour Bridge is. And we're very lucky to have it, and we should be promoting it. And naturally, we should be promoting the 2 things, the Everest and the Harbour Bridge, and Sydney as a vibrant, beautiful city.
Here at Royal Randwick today, we're lucky enough to be broadcasting to you live from the estate, the manor, the brand new section here that looks absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we can show you that a little bit later. But Pete, essentially Racing New South Wales and the Australian Turf Club has had to grow with this concept. We're seeing the pony palms down the other end for general admission. You've had to become a little bit more creative and figure out where you're going to put all these people.
Look, all credit to the Australian Turf Club. They've done a magnificent job here with these new facilities, and we're going up with the ride of the Everest. It's really rejuvenated racing in Sydney. It's rejuvenated Randwick, and you can tell by these facilities. And to Karina Black and Jamie Barclay, they've done a fantastic job. And I can see that the world famous chef there, Guam.
Oh yes.
I hope he's bringing some food over.
Taking some photos of you.
So it just shows you the.
It feels under threat. He just noticed me.
The level they've gone to have a chef of his stature, and and the facilities are first class.
Yeah, look, I love Melbourne and I love their carnival, but I just wanted to say 15 degrees and cold there today, Peter. That's what they're...
Can you just let me know where Melbourne is? I'm not sure.
I thought you'd be behaving yourself a bit today.
No, good luck to our friends in Melbourne. The Melbourne Racing Club have been fantastic supporters. They've got a slot, and we've got a good partnership. They're very good people at the Melbourne Racing Club, and Josh Blanksby and Peter Legrand and the crew. Good luck today, and I hope the Caulfield Cup is a great success.
And the wonderful thing is it doesn't end here, because we're back in 2 weeks' time at Rose Hill for the Golden Eagle. This is just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, look, we're looking forward to the Golden Eagle. It's the very first one, but I think it'll be probably one of the best races of the year. You know, we always said that horses peak when they're 4, and this year's probably the best lot of 4-year-olds we have had for a long time. So, look, it could be the best race of the year.
Yeah, and a lot of international interest. And a horse like Arcadia Queen, if it happens to win today, could win both the Everest and the Golden Eagle. Finally, you must be proud. Look, you've been working at this for quite some time. Racing in New South Wales pretty much went to sleep in years gone by after the Epsom, and now it is so alive, it's beyond words.
Look, we're very proud. It's rejuvenated Sydney in the spring. We've got a presence. We're not out to beat Melbourne. We're just here to have a presence with Melbourne. They do it very well. We want to do it very well and get people excited in our beautiful city of Sydney.
Do you have a tip for this afternoon? Have you got your eye on anyone for the big one?
Look, I've got to say Redzil, otherwise I'll get attacked as I walk off, because
Well,
there's
right
all the
too.
Redzil. I think it'll be a head-to-head Redzil Pirata. There you go.
Redzil Pirata, Redzil Pirata, the photo can't split them.
I can't see any other owners for any other horse, so I think I'm safe. But I think the bet of the day is Brutal in the Sydney Stakes and Noble Boy in the Kosciuszko. There's the three to look at, and we'll see how they go.
Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to the team at Racing New South Wales and the ATC. It's going to be a ripping day today, and enjoy it.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for all the support you've shown the race and Sydney racing.